All right, it's Bill Money checking in. Dirty Laundry Media. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted as soon as I drop new content. So, this is a topic that I was really trying to stay away from. There was so much coverage about the Nipsey Hussle shooting on Sunday. Overwhelming coverage. I just decided to stay away from it and sit back and watch how it unfolded. And so I was staying abreast, but maintaining a safe distance. And you know, there were several peculiarities that I took note of during this whole ordeal from the time of the shooting, in which eventual footage was released of the shooting taking place, to the social media effect. The suspect here, Eric Holder, being plastered, throughout social media, throughout the news, subsequently turning himself in, I believe at a mental health clinic or in the vicinity of a mental health facility in Bellflower, California. That was strange. Seems as if, he had gotten some advice. I don't know, I'm just speculating, but it seems strange that after committing such a brazen act on camera, the degree in which, to which he showed a depravity for human life, went on the run, had sense enough to have a getaway driver, a young lady who subsequently turned herself in and has been allowed to go unmolested as of yet. She has not been charged, I believe, as an accessory to this crime, which again is also peculiar. Watching all these things unfold, I still held my tongue. Noticed that, we have those who follow the mainstream narrative that, hey, this was a gang-related situation, or this was a street beef or a personal beef. Then you had those on the other side who looked a little deeper into the situation, taking into account that I guess he was in the process of producing a documentary on Dr. Sebi, his trial in 1984, I believe. Don't quote me. Nipsey himself making remarks that if something were to happen to him, that the people had better ride. So, the conspiracy theorists in abundance, the pushback against the conspiracy theorists by those in the mainstream media or those who adopt the mainstream media position, which was a bit much for me. If people are going to have their conspiracy theories, let them have their theories. We've had theories about Tupac. We've had theories about Biggie. We've had theories about a number of deaths in the entertainment industry. Prince, Michael Jackson. The conspiracy theories are going to always be with us. So for me, the pushback was a bit much, because you never can, in these kind of situations, take anything off the table. Looked like Nipsey had some community initiatives going on where he was going to meet with the LAPD, I believe that following day, that Monday, before his life was cut short. And you know, we don't trust the LAPD. We don't trust the PD, period. We know there are elements in any police department that are rogue, that have a hand in facilitating criminal activity on the street level. And we have those who engage in cover-ups on behalf of those who are engaged in the criminal activity. So, you know, for me, I always keep all options open. A good conspiracy theory, if it is plausible, I will, entertain it. If it makes sense, if it's logical or rational. But the thing that tipped the scales for me was when I saw that Eric Holder, suspect in the murder of Nipsey Hussle, had somehow retained Christopher Darden as his counsel. I have a LA Times story here. Los Angeles Times reported O.J. Simpson prosecutor Darden representing suspect in Nipsey Hussle shooting. Definitely spooky. Eric Holder, the 29-year-old aspiring rapper who is accused of fatally shooting Nipsey Hussle on Sunday, was charged during a court appearance Thursday afternoon with 1 count of murder, 2 counts of attempted murder, and 1 count of possession of a firearm by a felon. His attorney, Chris Darden, entered a plea of not guilty in the tightly packed, heavily guarded downtown courtroom. Holder, clad in a light blue gel shirt and pants and shackled at the wrists, stood in a glassed enclosure and was flanked by several deputies. He leaned back slightly with his chin up, exposing an array of neck tattoos, and frequently glanced at onlookers. Holder has received numerous social media threats, and deputies noticeably scrutinized the courtroom. So yeah, this was definitely a development that piqued my curiosity. I just wanted to get out here and drop this. And you know, those who pushing back against the conspiracy theories, I think you guys need to relax. Conspiracy theories are gonna always abound. They're gonna always be with us. If those bother you, then you might want to ignore those who are putting forth the conspiracy theories. I do believe there are certain developments in this case that are definitely strange. I believe that this is not a pro bono situation. It was reported that he was privately retained. I believe the prosecutor in the case made that be known. I was thinking it's in this article here. Darden told reporters he had to get on a plane. Prosecutor John McKinney said it was his understanding that Darden had been privately retained for Holder. So who is this person or entity that has retained the services of Christopher Darden, who I'm sure is a very high-priced attorney at this point, being that he was on the losing end in the O.J. Simpson trial. So yeah, it's a very strange picture, indeed.
At this time, Mr. Darden, on behalf of your client, you waive formal reading of this complaint statement of rights?
Yes.
Enter a not guilty plea on his behalf?
Yes.
Eric Holder was formally charged today with the murder of Nipsey Hussle, 2 counts of attempted murder, the 2 men that were standing next to him, and a count of being a felon with a firearm. And he also has a very famous attorney, Christopher Darden, who was the prosecutor in the O.J. Simpson case 24 years ago.
And what is your request, sir?
May 10th, Friday, for an additional plea
Darden entered the courtroom a little after 2 o'clock and spent nearly 35 minutes with his client in a back room. There were times when he did his best to hide his client from the cameras, but Holder, who's extremely tall, was in clear view of the cameras that were pointing at him.
Do you wish to be heard as to bail today, Mr. Darden?
No, Your Honor.
Holder's bail was set at 5.
And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but this guy just doesn't seem unnerved by this whole situation. I mean, this matter is huge. He's accused of murdering a public figure who is respected and loved by his peers and those in the community. He just seems kind of regular right now, like he's, maybe in there for a DUI. I don't know. I'm just trying to read his body language. You guys, get in the comment section and let me know what you think.
$1 million, and he will be back in court on May 10th. Outside of court, Darden did not answer any questions. When I asked if Holder's people reached out to him, he said, "I have to catch a plane," and then he hustled down the staircase. The prosecutor in this case, John McKinney, said he had no comment to make either. When I asked, what about the female who drove Holder away from the crime scene, who has been talking to police, will she be charged? He said, no comment.
We want to make sure that...
So again, the prosecutor in the case, he had no comment when it came to the question of the young lady who was the getaway driver. No comment. So here we go.
everyone who's responsible for the murder of Nipsey Hussle is brought to justice. That woman is lying through her teeth. She's a getaway driver.
At the memorial site where Hussle was murdered, a steady stream of people continue to pour in and pay their respects. In the courtroom today in downtown Los Angeles, security was extremely tight. 20 deputies were scattered throughout the courtroom. Holder was brought in a squad car under heavy guard, and he is being kept in solitary confinement. And now he has a famous lawyer who during the O.J. Simpson trial was a household name. If there were any family members on either side, either from Mr. Hussle's side or from Holder's side, they were able to elude the media, or we just didn't know who they were. It was very, very quiet inside that courtroom. Of course, the presence of the 20 deputies made sure of that. So again, the next court appearance, May 10th, bail is $5 million, and a very famous name from the past will be very much involved in this case. You're pointing live from downtown Los Angeles. I'm Dave Lopez, Kick Online.
So, that's where we are right now. Very strange development. We'll wait for these questions to be answered, hopefully. I don't think this one's going away anytime soon. If the mainstream media is not going to cover it, I know the independent media will be covering this story. I'll be keeping an eye on it. If anything else strange happens, I may chime in, but hey, get down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video. Follow me, Dirty Laundry Media on Facebook. Check out some more of my videos. And I will be back. It's Bill Money signing off with Dirty Laundry Media.